Firstly, I would like to just apologise. I have got a bit of a sore throat that I'm recovering from. So if I do sound a bit strained or have to take a moment to cough, I do apologise. But this shouldn't take too long. I'm just going to talk you through our survey referral opportunity and how we can support you and your clients with surveys. Oh, it's deciding not to. There we go. So I don't know if you know much about SDL surveying, but we've been around for over 35 years. We work alongside a lot of mainstream lenders such as HSBC, Accord Mortgages, Nationwide, and we conduct over 200,000 mortgage valuations annually on their behalf. So primarily as a business, we used to do just mortgage valuations with the odd survey kind of along the side. But as you'll know now, a lot of lenders are moving more to a desktop AVM process, with a lot of the lenders not disclosing sort of the report with the client. So now more than ever is the more important time to say to your client, you know, are you aware you can have an independent survey that is a lot more in depth, that will tell you about the condition of the property, and is for your purposes only. So with that, we get a lot of sort of footfall through our lenders and their clients. So they'll have the mortgage valuation done with us, and then they'll opt to come through us to have a survey. We work alongside not just lenders, but brokers, conveyancers, and estate agents as well, across nationwide. So we're really trusted by our customers and our lenders. So the products that we offer at the moment are a level 2 survey. Now we do this including and excluding valuation. Our most popular product for 2024 and 2025 was the level 2 survey excluding valuation. And that's purely because if the customer has had a mortgage valuation through their lender, we will say to them, look, if it's been approved, you don't need to pay the additional fee to have the valuation included within that level 2 report. So it's a way of just saving the client that extra bit of money. If, however, it is a cash buyer, we may advise them they may want to have the valuation included if they've not had that mortgage valuation to support. We also do a level 3 survey and independent valuations such as help to buy valuations, shared ownerships, and probate valuations. Alongside that, EPCs and energy advice. We are currently just starting to move into upfront vendor surveys as well, which will be something that we'll be looking to roll out over the next couple of months, whereby we can offer vendor surveys prior to them putting the property on the market. So once that's live and ready to go, I'll be happy to share more information on that. Just to give you a little bit of background who fulfills these kind of products for us. So we have 130 staff surveyors that are directly employed by SDL Surveying. And what that means is we're guaranteed capacity by them, and they have their own booking team in-house in our office, that once a customer goes ahead, our booking team pick up that instruction. They'll contact the estate agent, the vendor, or the tenant, whoever the access is, to arrange the appointment and book that in. So they carry out our mortgage valuations, level 2s, and our independent valuations. We then have access to over 450 network surveyors. So they're smaller independent surveying firms across the country that will undertake level 2s, level 3s, and occasionally the independent valuations for us as well. And having access to those network surveyors alongside our staff surveyors is what gives us our multiple layers of coverage in each postcode, meaning we do have the flexibility to be nationwide and place your surveys as quickly as possible. One thing that sets us aside that's slightly different to kind of any other competitors in the market is we have our own digital home survey application, and it is called Survey. So it's a fully interactive digital survey report that is fully RICS compliant and carried out by one of our RICS qualified surveyors. So if your client was to go ahead and have a level 2 survey carried out by SDL Surveying, one of our staff members, it will be completed on the Survey digital app. And what that means is they're just receiving a digital form of the report. It can, however, be downloaded as a PDF if required, which they can then share. But it just means it's a lot more interactive. So if, for example, they thought that they were aware there was an issue with the roof, And that was one thing that was really concerning them, and they didn't want to have to go through kind of pages of report to kind of take a look at that. They can just select roof from the section and it will take them directly to that section in the report. And we've been using this for about a year and a half. We've had brilliant feedback with it, and we will be looking to roll it out to our network firms in the near future. But as I say, if the customer is adamant that they would like it in the standard form, when it's carried out through us, we can do that as a PDF for them as well. The good thing with our survey is we offer them complimentary energy advice, so they'll have access to an app called Referral, which will show them how to make their home more energy efficient, and you don't get that with a standard level 2 survey. And that's something that we just do in-house, so it's tailored to ourselves and built by ourselves. You may be thinking kind of when is the best time to bring up a survey to your clients. So for us, we're not expecting you to kind of upsell the products at all. You don't need to know any of the products in depth. We just kind of ask for you to give us that brief introduction to the client so that when we give them a call, they are expecting our call and not thinking it's a kind of a cold call. But for us, the earlier the better. So early stage mentions, great. Your offer's been accepted. Most buyers choose to have a survey done just to make sure that they're happy with the condition and confident with their purchase. Is always kind of a key element for us. That also links to the property's condition. You can almost frame it as a protection for the buyer as well. So it's making sure that the client is aware that the mortgage valuation is for lender purposes only. They're only in the property around 20 to 30 minutes, and they just report back to say that the property is suitable for mortgage purposes. They're not there to kind of pick up on any of the condition of the property or if there's any concerns. So framing it as a protection for the buyer means that you can kind of say, if you don't have this survey, it could be that when you move into the property, there's elements that could have been picked up earlier on and saved yourself some money. I think a key thing for me is, when the RICS have done some kind of market research, on average, most buyers look at around £6,000 worth of repairs if they've not had a survey. So kind of initiating that conversation up front means that they potentially could save themselves some money and potentially go back and negotiate if there is any issues. So our referral process is really simple and easy, and we do have a lot of advisors through the Julian Harris network already referring to us, which is brilliant. So it's simple. I will send a follow-up after this as well for Mohan to issue out, but you just submit a form to us, which you'll have access to. It simply asks for your details and your client's details, just the customer name, contact number, the property they wish to purchase, and their email address. And then it just asks for your contact details so that when we send a statement to Julian Harris, they know who they're issuing the commission to. So when we've received that referral, a member of our sales team will contact your client. So we've got 7 members on the sales team currently, 2 of which have been with the business between 15 and 18 years. So they've got real extensive knowledge of the products that we offer and the industry that we work in. So we contact your clients within an hour. We'll do a bit of a fact find with them, talk to them about sort of the property and what their requirements are from the report. So have they noticed anything that is concerning them? Has there been any major alterations, renovations, things like that, just to make sure that we are recommending the most suitable product. 9 times out of 10, a level 2 survey, as I say, is our most popular product, and it is suitable. It's kind of more for your older properties that are over 100 years old, had those major renovations or alterations, where we may recommend a level 3 survey. If the client goes ahead, we will take the payment and we'll get it allocated to a local surveyor. So just to be clear, it is always a local surveyor that attends the property. They live between 5 to 10 miles away from the property that they survey, so they'll have that local knowledge of the market and the industry. Once the appointment's been booked in and completed, the report goes back to the applicant within 5 to 7 working days of the appointment taking place for a level 2. For a level 3, because it is a more in-depth report, it can take between 7 to 10 working days. So all the meanwhile, you will receive automated milestones. So the first one being that we've received your instruction. So when you've instructed us, we've got that and it will be picked up by our home survey team. the second that it is allocated. So at that point, you'll know we've taken payment, we've allocated it to that local surveyor for you. Thirdly, is that the appointment is booked, and it will provide you with the booking date as well. And then fourth, that the case is completed. So at that point, you know the report has gone back to the client for you. And we send you those just purely so you're up to date and in the loop with any referrals you send us. And equally, you know, you have a stronger relationship with your client. If they wanted to give you a call for an update regarding any other information, you can also provide them a little bit of an update with their referral as well. So we offer 15% commission for every completed survey referral. And that's based on our price bandings. So the way we do it is we charge a set fee depending on the house price. And should they go ahead, it's 15% commission. At the end of every month, we send Julian Harris a statement with all commissions on for them to distribute to you alongside anything else that is owed through Julian Harris. And that is a fee that SDL surveying absorbs. So we don't inflate your customer's charge at all by 15% to pay you the commission. If your client was to come to us privately or referred through yourself, they would still be paying the same price, so that we're sure that it is a fair price for your customer. And that's it really from me. As I say, it's really simple and easy to refer to us. I'm available. I am the sales partnership manager here. So any questions, any queries you have, any kind of urgent cases that you want us to look at, I'm happy to pick that up and make sure that we can give that VIP treatment to any clients that need it for you as well. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, Shannon, I've got one. Your different stages, you email us. Do we
Yes.
get provided with a copy of the report as a PDF?
Unfortunately not, no. And that's actually not a choice that we make. It's actually due to a GDPR. So because the report is in the applicant's name, we're only actually allowed to share that report with the applicant. However, we do pop on there, you know, feel free to share this with your solicitor, your broker, your lender, anything like that. They're able to share it themselves. We just can't send it you directly, I'm afraid.
Okay, so let me be awkward here then. So what if your client then gives you consent to share information with a third party? Do you do it?
If they give us written consent, we can add that to the case and share it with you. Yes. So if, for example, Gary, they said, oh, you know, I'm going away on holiday, Gary's going to book the appointment, can you discuss it with him? We would be able to do that for you, yes.
So why do you not ask this question as part of your fact finding? Do you wish us to share this information with your financial advisor?
Because unfortunately, it's not RIC standard guidance, I'm afraid, and we have to follow the guidance.
Right. So if we prompt our customer then that when you call them to say, I want you to share the information with my advisor, you will then do so automatically.
We can add it to the notes, yes, we can do that for you.
Right. Because trying to get some customers to do things is not easy, and you have to understand not all customers are computer literate. I've got people that don't even know how to attach a document to an email.
Yeah,
so
of course.
We've got to you've got to treat these people as being potentially vulnerable. So, you know, passing the information to us is not a breach of GDPR, you know, because we're part of the process. We're the introducer.
Yes, you are the introducer, but when we set up an instruction with the client and they choose to go ahead, the terms and conditions are sent directly to them, and it's for them to sign the terms and conditions. So from a compliance point of view, our agreement and contract is with the applicant. Therefore, we can only share information with those. However, as I say, if they are happy for us to discuss that with you, we can add it to the case and we can discuss that with you. Yeah, well, that would be great, because it's not easy getting customers to get the reports. It's a nightmare, especially if I had it done through Nationwide and Countrywide, because they've not got the report because they didn't tick to accept the terms and conditions on an email. Ah, right. Okay. You know, and it's crazy, and then they can't find where they get their PDF from. Anyway, I've got to go. I've got someone arrived to see me. Oh, no problem. Thank you very much for joining, Gary. Does anybody else have any other questions? I think that's it then.
That's it. Yeah,
Oh,
fantastic.
sorry, yeah,
Thanks,
I've got a
Shannon.
question.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes.
So how does it work with Julian Harris and putting it on the system and stuff?
So we send a link out. So I'll send a link, a comms follow-up for Mohan to then issue to everybody. And all
No, I
you
mean
do is,
on when we submit it, when we submit a referral.
yes, so it's a link. So I'll
Oh,
send
right.
out. I'll send it after this. It's just a simple link that you send directly to us, and it asks for your details. So you'll just put your name and your firm, and what that does is then flags to us, and we set it up on our system as a referral through yourself through Julian Harris.
Do we have to inform Julian Harris at all?
No, at the end of every month, we send a statement to Julian Harris with all completions on, and who they're from, so that they can then distribute any commissions.
Right. Okay.
So it's really simple and straightforward for you.
Right. Okay. We don't have to upload a referral letter or something, Mohan.
No. I mean, everything gets paid through Julian Harris, but
Yeah.
SDL will provide, which cases and everything have been done through Julian Harris, and then yeah,
Right. Okay.
goes from
Cool.
there really.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Great stuff. Thanks, Shannon.
Oh, no problem. Thank you very much for having me.
Pleasure.
Thanks for joining. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.